The bulls are lurking as the price of Bitcoin is just above $60,000 and it looks like we could be ready for a breakout and maybe even a short squeeze. At the time of recording, Bitcoin looks like it might have broken out of this possible bull flag formation on the 4-hour chart, and it might have a price target above this 200 period moving average. As you can see, it does look like we've still got a little bit of resistance here at about $61,500, but if we can close a couple of candles or a daily candle above that level right there, then it looks like we might have a run at least up to about $69,000 again at the top of this trading range we've been stuck in for a few months now. On the daily chart, that'll put us above the 200-day moving average, making it really bullish for a lot of algorithms, and it looks like we could be putting in the first higher low with a continuation here, seeing us possibly break out of that pattern we've been stuck in for a few months, which is a broadening wedge, also known as a bullish pattern. So it looks like we could be getting ready for the continuation of this bull market. We just need the price action to start closing some daily candles above these moving averages and for some volume to come in to confirm that we're going to continue to the upside. Yesterday, it looked like a lot of people were expecting we were going to see a significant sell-off due to the revision of the non-farm payrolls, and it did come in minus 818,000, significantly lower than what it was previously believed to be, indicating that the economy is definitely struggling. Everybody already kind of knew that though, and it was being priced into the market that we were going to see a sell-off. So since it didn't come in any worse than people were really expecting it to, and it just kind of fulfilled the expectations that people had, it looks like it turned out to be a sell the rumor and buy the news event possibly. And that's probably because it's removing some uncertainty from the market and pretty much confirming that Fed Chair Jerome Powell is going to have to cut interest rates in the September meeting. And now everybody's just looking to see what he's going to have to say in Jackson's Hole. And what could maybe be seen as positive news by some people who need to have their heads checked. According to this article on CoinDesk, Kamala Harris is now signaling interest in friendlier stances on cryptocurrency. Basically, the Harris campaign saw the tension and the positive feedback that Donald Trump was getting from his pro-cryptocurrency stance, and now they're basically trying to copy his policies again and act like they're going to be pro-cryptocurrency. But then, just yesterday, as according to this article on Bitcoin.com news, Kamala Harris has also backed Biden's plan to tax unrealized gains. This plan seeks to raise capital gains to 44.6% and introduce a 25% minimum tax on unrealized gains for Americans with over $100 million in wealth. Harris is also targeting an increase in corporate tax rate, planning to bump it up from 21 to 28%. What this means is that they plan to raise capital gains taxes to 44.6%. That means almost half of your gains are going to be gone from any profits that you might make in cryptocurrency, and that takes away pretty much half of your chances to make it out of financial slavery and to actually achieve financial independence. Then they plan to also introduce a 25% minimum tax on unrealized gains for Americans with over $100 million in wealth. And while maybe you don't have $100 million in wealth right now, if they keep printing the dollar until it's basically inflated into oblivion, then you might have $100 million in wealth, just like how the people thought back whenever they introduced the income tax, that tax was also just going to be for the rich, but then they inflated the dollar and devalued it into the situation that it's currently in, and now everybody has to pay taxes. This is from constitutioncenter.org, and it says February 3rd is the anniversary of the ratification of the 16th Amendment in 1913. Its champion was President William Howard Taft, and its ratification was an effort to make sure more higher income people paid taxes, and that the government wasn't wholly dependent on revenue earned from tariffs and taxes on goods. Before they introduced income tax, the government used to run on tariff income and taxes on goods, or basically sales tax, and this is why Donald Trump wants to raise tariffs and lower the income tax. The government was doing fine and the people didn't have to worry about paying an income tax, yet society flowed and everything worked as expected. As a matter of fact, we saw more growth way back then than we see these days, And now they're trying to play the same exact trick on you once again. They say that they're going to introduce these unrealized capital gains taxes, and it's only going to be for the rich, and they're just going to be raising the income tax and the capital gains taxes and all these other taxes on only the rich. It's not going to affect you and me. Well, that's just bullshit. They always find a way for the taxes to be pushed on to us. And if the corporations do actually have to pay more money, well, then how do you think they're going to make the money up? They're actually going to charge us more for the products that we buy every day. Then the rich people use all of these loopholes and they don't end up paying taxes anyway. Meanwhile, the government just extends their policy to move down the line and end up taxing all of us. And the people that are on the lower end of the income spectrum actually end up paying the most of the taxes and getting the least amount of benefits from it. If you want to know what Kamala Harris is going to do if she gets elected, well, just look at history. The Democrats have been doing this shit for a long time now. They continue to lie and say that they're going to support small businesses and nascent industries and the small people and all that crap, and then they go and raise taxes. And then what do they use those taxes for? Well, just to attack businesses and small industries and to close down the economy and stuff like that. Force people to actually get injections or they'll lose their jobs. I don't know how anybody is falling for this garbage anymore, but people continue to fall for it, so they just keep continuing to push this garbage. But at least if you're watching my channel, then you know by now not to believe these fools. I'm sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant there, but it really pisses me off how the government continues to manipulate these stupid people into voting for these stupid policies. Anyway, if you feel like I do, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so more people can start to think and maybe open their minds to what the hell is really going on. In other news, according to this article on Business Insider, Donald Trump says he wants Elon Musk in his cabinet, and Elon Musk responded saying he will serve. And he added a picture showing the department he wants to work for, the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge. This didn't have much of an effect on the Dogecoin price, but it does go to show that Elon Musk is still supportive of the community, and whenever the bull market heats up, I think posts like this are actually going to have an astronomical impact on the price of Dogecoin, just like it did in the last bull market. Plus, if Elon Musk is actually added to Donald Trump's cabinet, then he might have something to do with the adoption of cryptocurrency technology, and maybe that'll also be beneficial for Doge, because I'm sure Elon Musk is going to want Dogecoin to be included in any kind of adoption scheme that the government comes up for cryptocurrency technology. That would certainly cause an increase in the price in the future, but as of now, we also have something that could send us skyrocketing upward, and that is that Bitcoin looks ripe for a short squeeze as the bulls are pressured into a $62,000 Bitcoin price wall. According to data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView, there's been some volatile price movements within a narrow range over the past 24 hours, and United States employment data revisions along with the minutes of the Federal Reserve's latest meeting helped to spark a rally for the Bitcoin USD the day prior. This was short-lived, however, with a return to 59,500 helping to liquidate the longs before a fresh rebound to 61,000. The latest figures from monitoring resource CoinGlass put 24-hour total crypto liquidations at 124 million at the time of writing. Vetla Lunde, a senior analyst at crypto analytics firm K33 Research, flagged rising open interest along with consistently low funding rates potentially giving rise to a short squeeze. Market conditions are looking ripe for a short squeeze, he said to his ex-followers, and Bitcoin Perp's notional open interest has jumped by 30,000 Bitcoin since August 13th with consistent negative funding rates. Average weekly funding rates have also hit their deepest negative since March of 2023. Here's a chart to show that data. So if we continue to see shorts being liquidated and volume continues to come in as a result, then it definitely could see us have a short squeeze, which could break us out of that pattern that I was talking about earlier in the video. Additionally, as shorts continue to be squeezed, we also have a supply crunch incoming, because as I said in some of my previous videos, if you sold during the recent panic, then you were probably going to be selling to these big institutions like BlackRock, which recently got ETFs. And my suspicions have been confirmed, as this article on Yahoo Finance says, institutions are still buying Bitcoin ETFs, with the total number of institutional investors holding Bitcoin ETFs rising to 14% in the second quarter. So it looks like institutions are continuing to buy, and we might be in for a short squeeze on the same week that Jerome Powell speaks at the Jackson Hole meeting. And with Bitcoin being above $60,000, all of these things could culminate in a breakout and a continuation of the bull market headed towards about $100,000. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are we going to break out this week? And is Jerome Powell going to say anything that is going to lead to that breakout? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if I brought you value. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.